So the blank collar philosophy comes from Christian Kabashi, our managing director at Link Marketing Services. In his last 10 years, he's lived in 6 different countries, and he's seen digital transformation and some of the failures that it could have. And one of the big problems was that it wasn't focused on the human, and it was always, oh, you should just switch your technology and it'll be fine, it'll all work out. But it really needs to be a human-centered approach where you can understand the needs that humans have, and once you do that, you can figure out how can we change the process, then we can change the culture, and then we can think about which technologies will match that. Now we welcome Dr. Martin Widmer to the stage. He's responsible for bringing you Facebook ads, the first one in Switzerland to do that, so you're welcome. No, but he's also co-founder or partner at Equipe Agency. He's founded lots of different companies and been in the ad space for the last 21 years here in Switzerland. So we'll see what he has to say about smart data.
First of all, I want to look at who and what is actually making data smart. It's important to know what industry is behind that trend and the technologies involved to understand what power it has. That's the guy which I took out, and his skills is actually the new banker, if you want so. He earns the same, he has the same income. He works maybe for Google or some other big tech company. He wears a t-shirt and a backpack and not a suit. One factor which is behind that all is obviously evolving technologies, Moore's law. It's the increasing computation power of transistors. The machine's getting smarter every day, so data is processed quicker and more smart data is produced with increasing speed. So let's have a look at a simple example about personal information. So if you combine 3 data points, like for example the name, the jobs you had, which is very similar to the example we have seen before, and the location, you can find out the income he has currently. And so you can actually offer him the right job with the right amount of money to actually make him change the job. And the income hasn't been added by the person, it's created by the machines by a lot of data points. Another aspect of smart data is and a factor which is increasing the speed is conversions of data containers. Again, if you combine sales data from, for example, CRM systems, if you take social profiles out and you take stock exchange information, you can create from these containers through combining these different containers smarter data. So you find out more about the combination of that different data points. More and more of these containers are interconnected, and this is increasing the speed dramatically of the amount of smart data points out there. Why is this happening? It's cloud computing, which is very cheap. It's on demand. It's lower cost for computation. We had looked at that from Moore's law, so you can compute a lot of data for very low cost, for example, at Amazon. And you have an increasing number of viable business cases. So like very small business cases get a potential to have financial return. One problem which now occurs, if you're combining different data pods, are you going to be in control of what is going to happen? Obviously, you don't understand what's going to be computed already about you, so you can't opt in. And that's exactly the problem. Machines are already computing more smart data while we try to protect our own data. The fact is, GDPR, which is the General Data Protection Regulation by the European Union, which is partly also influencing us in Switzerland, is a theoretical concept. It's paper, it's no software, it's no usability, and it's no user behavior. Also, problem is the law has been created by the old generation, which doesn't understand how the new generation actually works and how it is applying actually the law. So it's a generation problem as well. So the problem is this law is so strict, it's probably impossible to apply it correctly. So it's actually good that the data is going to be safe, but on the other hand, the safe part can be only played by big players. Small players and the people actually using these services can't actually control it. So the question is now, did we already lose the control over data? Is data being calculated while we try to protect it, or can we still gather control back by using this paper and while the machines are making data smarter? Thank you.